Welcome to another Heybike Studio video. My name is Freddie, and I've got a great comparison video for you here today. We've got the Alpha in front, and we've also got two of Heybike's most popular bikes, the Mars 2.0 and the Ranger S. Let's get right into it. Both the Ranger S and the Mars 2.0 come with 20 by 4-inch fat tires, which makes them a lot easier to mount compared to the Alpha's 26 by 4-inch fat tires. This reduction in size also makes the Ranger S and the Mars 2.0 a lot more compatible for people who have smaller frames or shorter legs. Of course, there are many other factors to consider, like the frames, the color, the use cases, and of course the specs between the three bikes we've got here today. So without further ado, let's get into it. The Alpha here comes in two frame versions, a step over version that looks a lot more aggressive but also resembles the more traditional look of bike frames, and the step through version, the one you see here, that makes mounting and unmounting a lot easier. The option to choose between step through and step over is great for those of us who like to have choices, but the higher saddle position and the larger tires may dissuade some of you from choosing the Alpha. Both the Ranger S and the Mars 2.0 possess similar frames that are quite low to the ground, with the Ranger S having a step through frame and the Mars 2.0 having a step over. Their saddles are also relatively low compared to the Alpha, so it's better for those of us who have smaller frames. The Alpha comes in two classic colors, Galaxy Black and Pearl White, while the Ranger S and Mars 2.0 come in four. Ranger S comes in Stone Blue, Merlot Red, Metallic Sand, and Shark Gray, while Pumpkin Orange, Leather Black, Dusty Blue, and Granite Gray are Mars 2.0. The Alpha possesses a 500-watt mid-drive motor, along with a 680 watt-hour battery capacity. It uses the Galaxy Perform SE drive system, Heybike's first proprietary drive system. It has 26 by 4-inch fat tires that are designed for all-terrain use. It also possesses a torque sensor that makes pedaling feel a lot more natural and makes you feel as though you're riding a more traditional bike. Not to mention, it makes hill climbing a lot easier. And on a single charge, it gets up to 60 miles of distance. The Ranger S comes with a 750-watt rear hub motor version and a 1,000-watt rear hub motor version. The 750-watt is a cadence sensor, while the 1,000-watt is a torque sensor. We're going to be taking a look at the torque sensor 1,000-watt rear hub motor today. The Ranger S has 20 by 4-inch fat tires, as well as a step-through design that really aids riders with mounting and dismounting. The Ranger S has a foldable frame that makes it a lot easier to store in places like apartments, flats, or even car trunks. The Ranger S also possesses a torque sensor that makes pedaling feel a lot more natural, and it possesses a 55-mile max range. Now, the Mars 2.0 comes in two versions as well. It comes in a 750-watt version and a 1,000-watt version. Both are rear hub motors and both come with cadence sensors. Today, we're going to be looking at the 750-watt version. It comes with 20 by 4-inch fat tires and a DIY rear rack that you can use to attach whatever you need for your trip. The Mars 2.0 is also a foldable bike, so you can store it in a variety of different places, whether it be your apartments, a flat, or even in the office building. The Mars 2.0 also has a cadence sensor that makes accelerating from a start very fast and powerful, and it has a 45-mile max range on a single charge. The Ranger S and Mars 2.0 are commuter-friendly, street and suburban-focused foldables. Both have strong motors with capable battery capacities. Their ability to fold makes them great for those who are in the city or suburban areas. For people who want to easily store their bikes indoors, bringing them along on a road trip, or casually ride them along a bike path. As previously mentioned, their lowered frame 20x4-inch fat tires, and step-through designs make them more accommodating to shorter body frames so they're easier to mount. The Alpha is meant for city and path riding and for all-terrain use. This is due to both the 26x4-inch fat tires, larger frame, and the mid-drive motor coupled with the torque sensor. This combination gives Alpha the power to traverse a variety of surfaces like concrete, sand, snow, rain, as well as navigate city and suburban streets with ease. Let's talk more about the actual feel when riding these bikes. Now I'm going to talk more about the feel of the ride when you're looking at the Alpha with the mid-drive torque sensor, the Mars 2.0 with the rear hub cadence sensor, and the Ranger S with the rear hub torque sensor. Mid-drive motors with a torque sensor are extremely quick and accurate in detecting force applied to the pedals compared to the rear hub motor torque sensors. This means that although the Ranger S will provide instant power when rotations begin, the Alpha will have a smoother feel to the ride and the motor assistance will kick in a lot more naturally than the Ranger S. Configurations like the one on the Alpha provide a more natural and proportional power boost, making the ride feel like an extension of the rider's pedaling. This natural feel will also be apparent in the Ranger S, but there will be some lag between pedal rotations and power assistance given by the motor due to the motor positioning. Although hub motors typically can be rated higher in terms of power and wattage, the torque sensors can exhibit slight lag in that power delivery, as I previously mentioned. This will be especially noticeable during start and stop riding. Now, the cadence sensor on the Mars 2.0 will exhibit far greater lag when you're pedaling compared to the Alpha. The cadence sensor really only kicks in after a couple of rotations have been made because the cadence is measured, or the speed, rather than the force applied to the pedaling. The experience is far greater with the Mars 2.0 due to its cadence sensor. This is because the cadence sensor, or speed, is measured rather than the force applied when pedaling. A major factor separating the Ranger S and Mars 2.0 from the Alpha is portability. Due to the larger tires and frame, you're not going to be folding the Alpha into smaller places anytime soon.